Good afternoon, everyone. Ricky from Nutrition HQ. I want to talk to you today about franchising. I was on the phone this morning after I got out of the gym with Danielle, who helps me with my YouTube videos, and we were just discussing a video idea. And she was like, "Ricky, I know you really well, but I wouldn't even know the first place to start if I wanted to franchise a business." And so we discussed it a little bit, and I was like, well, we'll just do a video on it and talk through it. So here I am. So Danielle, thanks for the idea. And, but don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you can see our content. We got some cool things coming up in the future. We're talking to Jeremy about them becoming franchisees and their journey. So, but if you want to buy a franchise, the main thing that where do you start? That's the best question. Where do you start? And I've always said you need to find something that you love to do. If you're going to go into business, you want to love what you do. You want to basically eat, sleep, drink, and be happy with what you're doing. Do something you love and you'll never work again. I'm sure everybody's heard that quote. But find a brand or a business that you're really excited about, something that just really gets your heart beating, and that's where you want to start. And then after that, you want to start looking into how the franchise is set up. If you're a franchisee, if you're a franchisor, and to be an approved franchisor, you have to have what they call the FDD. And we've done that video in the past, but a franchise disclosure document is governed by the FTC. There's 23 items in it. And I'll just touch on the items again real quick, but you can go back and watch my other videos about the different items. But item 6 is going to be your fees, your franchise fees and your royalties, technology fees, and things like that. That way you're not blindsided by the fees. The second thing is that a lot of people look at is item 7. Item 7 is what's it going to cost you to get in, and it will give you your bottom number and it will give you your top number. And that's always nice because then you can start to budget of what it's going to cost me to get this business open. The other item that's really popular is item 19, and that is the financial health of the company. How is the business performing? And actually, I was on a webinar with this Small Business Association, and they're talking like if you don't have an item 19, the SBA won't guarantee a franchise loan if the franchisor is not providing an item 19. So I thought that was really interesting. The other item that you'll hear is item 23, which is the receipt page. The receipt page is a page you're going to sign saying you received the FDD. You have no obligation to be a franchisee if you sign this receipt page. It's just saying that you received it, and that basically you and the franchisor will not exchange any money for 14 days. So those are just some cool little high points of an FDD. The second thing I would recommend, or this would be the third thing, is educate yourself. Now let's start doing podcasts, listening to podcasts, and listen to both sides. Listen to podcasts for franchisors and podcasts for franchisees. I think that's very valuable in you understanding both sides of it. What's the franchisor in it for, and what's the franchisee in it for? Review the FDD, go through there, find franchisees, call them, introduce yourself. Always try to keep it pretty casual. A lot of people don't want to disclose their sales numbers or anything like that, but once you get with a couple franchisees and you gel, they'll open up a little bit more. YouTube channel, YouTube videos, watch YouTube videos. Like I said, podcasts, Google, read FDDs, compare FDDs. So I'll give you an example. Get a GNC FDD and a Nutrition HQ FDD and lay them side by side and compare item 1 to item 1, item 2 to item 2, and so on. And that's another way to educate yourself. And then the biggest question is you always hear, how much is it going to cost and how much am I going to make? Well, back to item 7, that's going to break down how much it's going to cost you to get the business open. Franchisors cannot disclose how much money you're going to make. Now, they'll give you basically like a financial model of basically best practices for how much you should be spending on rent, what percentage should be payroll, what percentage should be marketing, and things like that. Ways to grow your margins to increase your bottom line. So that's where a franchisor comes in, but they cannot disclose, hey, you're going to make X amount, because they'll be liable if the store doesn't perform. After that, schedule a call. Get on the phone and schedule a call with the franchise development team and start asking questions and dive into it. But the main thing is don't be afraid to kick the tires of a couple franchises. That way you're getting into bed, because you are. It's a 10-year relationship. Most franchises, the franchise agreement is 10 years. So you're going to be in a relationship with this franchisor for 10 years, and you want a good fit. You want a good culture. And if you're getting into a good franchise, they're going to have their trademarks protected, their brand protected, because you're going to be building that brand, and that's stuff you want to look out for. But once again, I'm Ricky from Nutrition HQ. You can find me on Instagram, Ricky NHQ, or on our website, nhq.rocks. Once again, it's Ricky, and don't forget to follow our channel. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.